starting out really well, I hope, right? For people that don't know me, I'm Sean Stapleton, and I'm with Dealer Teamwork, so thank you. I would like to do a quick introduction to the Dealer Teamwork family members that are here. So when I call out your name, just raise your hand, and they'll give everybody a big applause. First of all, this is Kayla. She'll kind of coordinate the whole event. Peter Colson, the OEM guy right there. Peter Colson. Guy's got a guild card, and you know what that means? Dude's an actor.
Oh.
That means he waited tables in LA. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Sorry. Joe Scar. How about that? CMO? I wish I had a cool name. I would only go by Scar. I would just dump my first name. Madonna, Sting, Scar. Right? That's pretty cool. Coots! Raise your hand. Hey, Gary! So, Gary did, how many years in the Major League Baseball, Gary? 3 years? 4 years? Were you showing me your ring? 4 years. Anyways, some of the best stories in world history. Go talk to him. Great guy. Top secret deal. We got a multi-gazillionaire billionaire by trading a backpack. Fair?
You say it.
So, awesome guy. Over there we got Mark Brogdon. Hey, Mark. Mark Glasses is going up. Obviously, this whole guy goes by Big Tom. Hello, Big Tom. We don't security at Dealer Teamwork. We don't start our own cars, right? Obviously, the person that helped coordinate with Kayla the most, Hope Wanzak. Thank you, Hope. You know the secrets of my life. I'm pathetic and I can't run my life. Hope runs it, schedules it, phone calls, and any people that say, Sean, I left you a message and going back, the secret is call Hope, right? Remember, everybody needs hope in their life. Bada bing. It gets worse, don't worry. Christian Miller. Christian runs our Dan Mondello. He was walking around. There's Dan Mondello. Good to see you, Daniel. And there's Eric somewhere. Where's Eric? There you are, Eric. It's hard to see the lights. And then we got James Klauser, VP of Sales. Those guys smiling James. The reason why, and then Brad Doty. If Brad calls you and it's good, that's good because Brad runs legal counsel. So if I get the this or the hook, that's not good, right? So I just wanted to point out names and faces because we do things a little bit different at Dealer Teamwork. It's about a relationship. So everything starts with a relationship first. So everybody here from Dealer Teamwork with that logo on, we're here to serve you, right? We're here to help you. And we're here hopefully for the next couple hours with our awesome friends from Google, and Google, right? And we'll do introductions really soon. But the common theme here is we're here to learn together, right? The biggest thing I would say to you is that things are changing. And we're going to get out on that specifically. But every single person, every single vendor, every single person here was handpicked to be here. So thank you. Please get to know each other. To me, this is like a big family. And there's a lot of history. There's a lot of great stories. A lot of really smart people. And if nothing else, if we went out and just had a game of cards or just sat around and had a couple of libations in the backyard, every person in this room would be welcome in my house. So how's that for the way that we like to run a business? Fair? So thank you. So welcome to Digital Innovators Summit 2018. And I really, really, really owe the Google team a gigantic thank you for this because you know, having great partners and being really successful in life is hiring smarter people and not telling them what to do, but hiring really smart people and let them tell you what to do. And these two rock stars back here and Julio over here, not only are they great people and really smart, but if you pay attention to them, you're going to realize what we did. They can make you a lot of money. It's not a fluke that they're the number one, number two largest company in the world. There's a reason for it, right? So we're going to get into that in a little bit. But we're going to start with a welcome. I've introduced every single person. Here's the mantra of today. The mantra of today is to get to know everybody and learn. Everyone's got some little nuggets and got great experiences, and the goal is to share that information. The goal today is you leave with hopefully a dozen best friends in your pocket, maybe some good crazy stories, maybe a couple bad jokes, but also that you can take home and immediately make an impact on your business, because that's why we're here. And at Dealer Teamwork, a prophet is not a man with a white beard. Is that fair, Joe? So let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about optimization for modern search behaviors. What the heck does that mean? So let's start with the end in mind. The modern customer. The modern customer. Changing faster than we've ever seen in the last 3-4 years? Fair to say? Do we believe it's going to slow down or speed up the change of the modern customer? A lot or a little? So if you pay attention to the things we're talking about, here's the reason why you should. Tomorrow when you wake up, next week when you wake up, next year when you wake up, this is not less important. This is more important. Right? This industry, depending on whose numbers you look at, and we're getting over $90 billion. It didn't exist 21 years ago. The modern customer, the way they're shopping, buying, researching, learning, zero moment of truthing, whatever you want to say, all those, it's all gone to one device. We know what that is? A mobile, right? Desktop and search, right? And we're television, newspaper, and radio. I like to say we're the super rich people used to own these mass channels of communication. So they controlled who got the data, what you got for data, when you got the data, and what was out there. That's changed now. This thing called the internet made it an equal playing field. As long as you pay attention to this, optimization for modern search behaviors. We're going to get very detailed in this, because if you maximize this, it doesn't matter if you're selling Dorito chips, cars, clocks, boats, ships, college education. This is where it's all going. And we can prove it statistically. We've got super smart people in the room that can back it up with data analytics. And at any time, we can whip out our phone and show you exactly how it works. Is that fair? So let's have a little fun. So, there are two types of search. I don't know everybody's background, right? So we're going to go through this, so pay attention, because if I see you looking down, Mackenzie, I'm going to call on you, fair? Cool. Right. So, two types of search. There's paid search. By the way, most of the answers are on the screen, not only for you, but for me too. So, right? And there is a test, so don't worry, it's coming. There are two types of search. There's paid and there's organic. Right? Paid and organic. We know that it seems so basic. Well, here's why I'm going to give you a hard time. Because I believe that this room is full of some of the smartest people I've known in the car business. And there's about 95 to 99% of you that fail when we look at both those together. So either we have a knowing problem, a doing problem, or a partnership problem. And today we're going to try to solve all those. So you got paid and you got organic. They're two different things. How does paid work, Cody? How does organic work, Cody? You earn it. Trust, quality score, honesty, integrity. These are all the words that I would tell a marketer that you should put down when you're talking about organic. Organic is created when you do the right things right over time. And the longer you do it, the better it becomes. The great news is, right, on certain types of traffic, that is the grid, that is the goal, that is the holy grail. We're going to get into this specifically, right? But it requires basic fundamentals first, right? We'll get into that in a second. So, there are two types of devices. There's desktop and there's mobile, and mobile includes tablets, right? So, on a raise of hands, how many people here today run a different strategy for desktop versus mobile? Everybody's hand should go up. Why? Chip, is it the same kind of traffic?
The answer is no.
Correct. Do they search the same?
No.
Do they click on the same order of paid search and organics?
No, you're using mobile to triage.
Okay, so wait a second. We just gave you guys a top secret piece of data there. And guess what we did? Here's how we became really successful at dealer teamwork. We went to the smartest people we could find, and we read everything we could. We probably are the biggest pain in the tail to Google they've ever had in their life. Right? The reason is we just wanted to know. Because most of the people out there have no idea what they're doing. Wow, that's a pretty aggressive statement. You can prove it. And what's hard for people like us and people in this room, you can see it. We all get on the phone and talk to somebody that has experience or been doing this and that, but you go look at their site structure and you realize there's no way they can make money because it'll never rank organically, right? This whole concept of a VDP. Does anybody know how VDPs, vehicle detail pages, became important in automotive? Does anybody really know? I will tell you and answer you right now. I was one of the founders in a company called Loose Calling when Chip and these third-party lead providers started building it. We needed to give back a number to car dealers. Do they scroll to the third page? Come on, think about this. You're a user. There's no wrong answers. Get ready, Billy. You're coming next.
Is there anything on the third page, John?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there.
Well, that's obviously changed the term for you. It's not on the first day, like we didn't know what we were looking for.
This is what I want, is this type of environment. Right, again, not here to coach or preach or anything. I'm trying to get the thought process going. So think about how different desktop traffic is. So, Julio, what is a really good conversion on desktop traffic on paid search? Just a range. We're not going to hold you accountable. Just a horseshoe number.
Conversion of automotive website?
Paid search.
Paid search? Well, it depends who's doing it.
Desktop. Yeah, oh, God. Get him a backpack.
I see good conversions depending on the budgets at 10%, 50%, depending on what they're buying.
So, you know how Sean Stapleton heard that? I didn't hear that as 10% and 15%. I heard that as 90 and 85 opportunity. Pick up on that? What percent of the people on desktop found my paid search ad? Know me, help me, wow me, right? Google's whole mission in life in these search engines is to connect massive amounts of data to help wow consumers, to connect search to desire, to find, educate the products, right? And they do the best, whether it be speed, organic, reading, interpret the data, make sure they're presenting what you're looking for and the best option. That's their job, that's their mission, is that fair to say? And they've changed the whole world. So again, I'm gonna ask you, you go ahead, you leave this conference, and you go back to your story, you go back to your life. Is this less important tomorrow? No, it doesn't matter what you're selling. The actual philosophies and fundamentals we're looking at have nothing to do with selling cars. Does that make sense? And this is going to become more and more and more important. Why? The modern customer, the consumer, follow the money trail. How they shop, how they buy, how they submit leads, how they test drive, how they watch YouTube videos. All of these things are changing faster than ever before. Does anybody disagree? So, doesn't that mean we need to change faster than we've ever changed before? Is that logical? I have kids and I do a lot of experimenting on them. I apologize, but they're probably screwed for life. But I have a saying in our house that says, if you want more in life, you got to do more in life. If you do the same, why should you expect something different? Isn't the definition of insanity? Well, wait a second. Google, Bing, Yahoo, and let's just focus on the 99% of the world, Google, right? They tell you exactly how to be successful. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through detailed fundamentals of how to be incredibly successful. And there are some awesome minds in this room, right? And I ask you to challenge status quo, challenge authority, look at it differently. Why? Why not? Because if you're willing to take that risk and get out in front of it. I love to say, you know, there's some motivational speakers here. What I like to say to young people these days is they see embrace change, don't fear change. There's two types of people. People that fear change and want to be stuck about it. People that embrace it. You can't stop change. So don't live in fear. Learn how to maximize it to your benefit, right? Dan, you go that?
You're on fire, baby.
So, desktop and mobile traffic are two different devices. They have two different traffic styles. They have two different billing rates. They have two different conversion rates. They have different behaviors. Yet we group all this together as just traffic. Just paid search traffic. Well, if distinct Google query searches are 3.4% on an AdWords page, now this is just all of the categories combined. Don't look at that as a low number. Think of the volume that Google's dealing with per day, per second, per week. That is hundreds and thousands and millions and billions of dollars of opportunity. But I see that two ways. I see that as I need to own, maximize, and take more than my fair share for my customers of 3.4%. And then what I want to do, and what we do, is we learn how to get the largest percentage of that 3.4%, the most efficient way possible at the lowest cost to get the highest ROI. That's not when it stops. Then we also go out and look at that and go, hey Mondello, how do we get the rest of the clicks that didn't find our ad relevant, precise, timely, well located, well budgeted, prepared? Because isn't that the holy grail? Things are changing quickly. Things are changing very quickly. So you need to pay attention. And the people that get this will be wildly rewarded with market share, conversions, costs, dominance, product dominance, rankings, quality score. Satish, am I saying anything you disagree with? But what's changing is how the consumer's behavior is changing. So I look at these things. Should you freak out? No! You should get excited. Because as the customers change, the opportunity is there. What does it mean we're down 25%, 55%? What it means is the way the modern customer are using these different tools and options and features is changing. And the faster you can adapt to this, Tom, the better off it works. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So Tom is an analyst, great friend and an analyst for many, many, many moves. Is that fair to say? I think you started the business at like 13, right? So Tom, you've been doing a lot of research in this. Is what I'm telling you is absolutely statistically true, that the more relevant and precise, the better you prepare your traffic. The more you think about the customer journey to serve the customer needs, you get rewarded with ultimate success.
If you do, and if you don't do it, everybody else loses. The consumer loses, the dealer loses, Google loses, because they didn't deliver a relevant experience.
The biggest misconception in paid search